Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. From today, we are going to learn about JavaScript from basic to advanced level. Today we are going to learn about introduction to dynamic web applications. To learn about that, it's very important to know very basic foundation on programming foundations. What I am told that it is important to know very basic foundation on programming foundations. Just in case you stuck in programming foundations, we already explained that Python from basic to advanced level in our channel. Once you complete that, it will be easy to understand this dynamic web applications in upcoming videos. Okay, let's look at today's agenda. What we learn in this video: introduction to dynamic web applications, followed by introduction to JavaScript. In that, why JavaScript? We can write our first JavaScript program, followed by JavaScript variables. How to declare JavaScript variables? Okay, let's start dynamic web applications. Thus, many of you are experienced that many apps or applications are dynamic in nature. What is meant by dynamic? Let's understand with an example. For example, when you open Instagram, there will be some feed based on your interest, based on your actions, and based on your followers. It will be different to your friend. When you open Instagram in your friend mobile, there will be a different feed based on their interest, actions, and their followers. It will be based on this dynamic web application. There will be a user specific data will be recommended. Okay, it will be possible in YouTube also. When you open YouTube, there will be some recommended videos. It will be possible based on your previous data. When you watch more time, then it will be recommend same video in next time. Okay, it will be different to your friends also. In your friends, when you open YouTube, there will be a different feed, different recommended videos. It will be user specific. It will be possible based on this dynamic web applications. Okay, not only that, we can see live updates without any user interaction. For example, in cricket, when cricket matches are happening, there will be a score. There will be a score dashboard. We can see live update without any user action, without loading, page reloading. We can see live data. It will be possible based on dynamic web application. And also live map, live traffic updates. For example, when you open Google Map and select start and destination, when you click OK, there will be a shortest path. It shows shortest path, and also it indicates some red signals around some green signals. It is based on the traffic or some issues in road. It will take live data, real-time data, and give update without any page reloading. It will be possible based on dynamic web applications. Okay, and also user interactivity. What is meant by user interactivity? User only gives some data and submit, then it will be dynamically shows the whether it is valid or invalid. For example, in many times we use login and sign up pages. When user give their details, then submit, it will be validate in backend and give dynamically output whether it's right or wrong. Okay, it will be possible in dynamic web applications, and also it uses real-time data. Okay, how can we build these dynamic web applications? Okay, let's see this. Okay, there are many things are involved to build this dynamic web applications. The mainly three components are there in dynamic web applications. Here, client server communication, manipulating HTML and CSS, writing application logic. Let's understand one by one. Client server communication. What we mean by client server communication? For example, who is client? For example, in our laptop, when you open browser, here browser is a client. When we ask something to the browser, here what is browser? It is a client. When we ask something to the client, the client will communicate to the server. From server, it fetches the data related to our what we ask, related to what we asked out. Based on that, it fetches the data from server. It will be show in our laptop. This will be happen client server communication. Okay, when we are fetching data, there will be some manipulations in HTML and CSS, some changes in interface, some designs will be changes. Okay, that is meant by manipulating HTML and CSS. Okay, after that, writing application logic. It will be understand with example. There will be, if I am have one form, okay, I want to share with this my colleagues and my friends. There will be some details. Who have above 18 years old, only they can only fill that form. Okay, here we are giving condition. We are giving some condition to that form, our application. Okay, this is meant by application logic. Based on that, only above 18 years can validate, eligible to fill that form. Below are not eligible to fill that form. Okay, these are the main three components to develop dynamic web applications. Okay, after that, way to achieve, how to achieve that dynamic web applications. Okay, there are two ways to achieve that dynamic web application. One is by using JavaScript and also by using web assembly. But here we use JavaScript to build dynamic web applications because it is more popular and it is from beginning. It is available from beginning, so it is easy to understand every browser. Okay, web assembly. Web assembly is recently introduced. It is not much community and also it is not standardized. Okay, let's see why JavaScript. Why JavaScript means it is understood by all major browsers. Okay, all major browsers can understand this JavaScript program, and also it is adapted and understood by many browsers easily. Okay, this is the main reason, and also it is the popular. 69.7 developers are using JavaScript. Okay, also many companies are using JavaScript their applications to develop their applications. Okay, when we use JavaScript, when we learn JavaScript, it is easy to place in these most popular companies. For example, Google, Facebook, Instagram, Microsoft and Amazon. These many companies are using JavaScript. Okay, after that, JavaScript. When you open browser, you can see HTML, CSS and JavaScript frequently. For example, why HTML use? HTML uses to develop standardized structure or basic structure, to develop basic structure, and also CSS, cascading style sheet, which is used to style the structure, to style that structure. Why JavaScript? JavaScript is used to create dynamic and interactive experience to the user, to give dynamic and interactive experience to the user. Okay, after that, JavaScript is used to both server side and client side. Okay, here we learn about, we use JavaScript here for client side. Okay, after we can see server side. It is possible for both server side and client side. For client side, we are have many browsers can understand JavaScript. From server side, we use Node.js to understand, to see outcome. Okay, we will understand detail in upcoming videos. Now we can work with client side. Okay, by using JavaScript, what we can do, we can do many animations. For example, here shopping list, there is a shopping list, there is a sum list. When you click ship it, then it will convert it to one truck and going forward. It is a interesting, looking good after it showing shipped. Okay, we can create this like animation by using JavaScript easily. Okay, live dashboards. We can develop live dashboards using JavaScript like this. For example, we have seen previously live score updates. We can do live access. We access live data and we can show without user interaction. It will be possible using JavaScript applications. And also we can develop browser friendly games by using JavaScript application like this. We can develop some games easily. After that, program with JavaScript. Let's start writing our first program using JavaScript. Okay, here it is. What we do, here we want to print hello world using console.logout. Here console.logout is to show output hello world in our console. Same like printf, same like that. It is used to show output in our console. Okay, let's write in our console or in our VS Code. First of all, you have to download some required things. First, go to your browser and type VS Code download. When you click this first link, it is navigated to this page. You can download based on your laptop software, you can Windows. If your laptop is Windows, you can click here. If you are Linux or Mac, you can click here. It will download. After that, you have to download Node.js. Okay, Node.js is backend related. You can see about this. It is used to get output in our terminal. Okay, let's when we click first link, then it navigated to this page. You can download from here. When you click Windows, here will be downloads. Okay, when you download this too, here we have to open VS Code. When you open VS Code, you see like this interface. Here we okay, let's click on open folder. Then we show some folders in our files in our system. I'm already created one folder for this tutorial, JavaScript tutorial. Select this folder, then folder will be open in VS Code. This is a basic setup of VS Code. Then we have to create one file for HTML, index.html, enter. Okay, for HTML boycott, click shift 1 and enter. Then we get HTML body. Here we have to write JavaScript, so you have to type script. To print hello world, you have to write console.log of hello world exclamatory. When we right click and enter, open with live server, then it will open. Okay, here we see only plain page. Then we need to right click and select inspect option. Then we can see developer tools. Here we have to select console. In console, here we see hello world. Here we get hello world output. Okay, by using browser, we can write directly in this console also. You can directly write console.log of hi, and also you can directly print in console. Enter. Sorry, here I am miss double quote. Enter. Okay, here directly we can see hi. Okay, we can do some arithmetic operations in console also. 2 plus 3 5 into 6. You can directly get some arithmetic operations also by using console. Okay, here we get hello world. This is our first JavaScript program using JavaScript in VS Code. Okay, after that, just open VS Code. If you want to show something on browser, we can write in HTML h1 tag h1 what we JavaScript Java script. Okay, then we can see output in our browser. Okay, JavaScript. Here it is our console. In our console we get hello world. To get output in console, we need to write console.log of. When we enter something in that round places, we will get in this. Like we can do some operations in directly in console also. Log of something, you can write anything. Okay, we will get direct output in this. Okay, let's open our slides. Okay, here we write our first JavaScript program. The possible mistakes in while printing hello world in console, the possible mistakes are console log. Here we are missing dot. Console.log of syntax error, and also console.log of. Here we are using capital C. If you use capital C, we get error. And also here missing double quotes. And also here we are missing parentheses. Some possible mistakes. As a beginner, you know, do these possible mistakes while coding, practicing. Okay, after that running JavaScript code using browser console. We already done that. We run on something, we enter no console.log of I. We directly get by using browser console. After that, here we see when we open browser, here we have to select inspect. Then select console. If you give something in console.log of hello world, then click enter, then we get instant output like this. Okay, we can do some arithmetic operations in browser console. We already seen that. Okay, after that, JavaScript variables. Let's learn JavaScript variables. Okay, what is mean by variable? A variable means a one container, like a container. For example, here glass. Here glass is a container. Inside there is a water. This water is a value which we store in container. Okay, variable means variable like a container. Value is a like a water inside container. Here we storing water inside container. Same like that, we store values in variable. Variable is a container. Okay, let's understand how to declare variables. What is how to declare means how to create variable, how to create container. It relates same like that, how to declare variable. Okay, let's understand how to declare variable. What is meant by variable? Variable is a container. Same, to create container, we first of all we have to give keyword let we have to give one name to our container. Here we are giving message, let message. Then we created one container. Next we have to add value to variable. We have to assign value to variable. How we assign? Same like there are two ways to assign value to our variable. Here we can directly assign while you are declaring a variable, we can directly assign value to that. But what we are doing here, when we creating container, that time we are assigning value to that, storing that value in container. Let message is equal to, here is equal to is a assignment operator to store value in variable. Okay, this is one type. In second type, we can first we are declaring variable. After that, by using that container name, variable name, we can assign the value. This is also same. Similarly, these two types we can declare a variable and assign value to variable. Okay, let's open our VS Code and let's do this. Here I am open VS Code. And creating one new file to run index.js. Okay, first of all we have to open terminal. To open terminal, Control J, then we open terminal like this. You can also select from here terminal, new terminal. Here also we can get terminal. Okay, here we have to first of all we have to check version node, whether we are downloaded node or not. Node -space v. Okay, here we are showing version. Here we have already downloaded node. Okay, after that we have to give, we are creating a variable, declaring a variable. Let glass is equal to water. Here let is a keyword, glass his name is a variable name, and water is a value. This is a string, so we have to declaring double quotes. Okay, let's enter. If you enter this, there will no output, we will not get any output. So because we are not printing, we are not using any console.log of glass. Then if you run this, we will get water. Here I am getting water is a output. Okay, here we are seeing output directly in terminal by using Node.js. Okay, after that we can do same this thing in, first we are declaring glass variable is a glass. After that we are assigning glass is equal to double quotes WTR water. Okay, here we are printing console.log of, we are consoling. When we click run, and also I forgot that if you want to run like this, you have to download some extensions. Here click some extensions. Here search for JavaScript Here we get some extensions. Here we have to download. Here you have to install. After that, code runner, and also you have to install code runner. Code runner. Here it is a code runner. This is also you have to install. Then only you will get see this option to run JavaScript code. Okay, just install the two things, then you can easily run the code. After that, go to our slides. Here we done these two things. After that, when you without assigning a variable, without assigning a value to variable, then we try to print, then it will show undefined. Here see, let message semicolon. Semicolon indicates end of that line. It indicates that end of that line. Console.log of message. Here we did not assign anything to the message. We are trying to print message. So it's showing by default undefined. It's showing undefined. Undefined is nothing but there is nothing in this variable. Okay, let's try this. Let's open VS Code. Here I am giving nothing to glass. Glass is a variable. I am trying to console glass. When I am run this, I am get undefined. See, undefined. Undefined means nothing given to, nothing assigned to that variable. Okay. After that, variable. Variable is a variable can vary. Vary in the sense we can change that variable instantly. What I will explain with example. Variable can vary in sense, for example, there is a message is equal to hello. Hello. Here what we get output, we will get hello. Wait, we are given this glass message. Okay, once we have to clear. Okay, again we have to run. When we click run, we will get output hello. Okay, when we give same name, message is equal to I, what will get output, hello or I? Will get output I as a output, because variable can vary. For example, if you have glass is a container, it is a variable name. First of all, we will give value as a water. We can remove that water and we will give orange juice or something we can put. Same like that, we can change the value. First of all, we are giving message value as hello. After that, we removing that hello. We replacing with I. We replacing with I. So in message variable, what we store now? We store I. So we get output as I. Okay, like this, these variables can vary. This order also important. For example, if you put like this, if you declare a message, now you console.log of message, and also after that you assigning a value to the message. Hello, hi, for example, I. What we get output? We will get undefined, because first we are declaring message, after that we are printing. So in message there is a no value in that, so we are getting output as undefined. After that we are assigning value to the message, so order also important. So we have to give, then we get I as a output. Okay, here we get I as a output. So you have to careful on order also. Okay, na? Okay, let's open our slides. After that, what we learn in this video: key takeaways, dynamic web applications, introduction to dynamic web applications. What is meant by dynamic web applications? We learn all this in this topic. Introduction to JavaScript. In that, why JavaScript? Writing our just first JavaScript program. We print hello world in console, browser console and VS Code. And also we learn JavaScript declaring a variables, how to declare variables by using let keyword and container name, by using variable name, and also assigning values, how to assign values, how to store value in container, how to store value in variable. Okay, thank you for watching this video. We will catch you in next video. Thank you.